Welcome back students. I hope you all are safe at your home. So this video is for the students of class 7th, subject English. Lesson number 5, pronouns from our PC Dance grammar book, and this is my lecture number 2 for this chapter. So in this video we shall discuss these topics. First, pronouns and its types, which we have already read in our lecture number 1. Relative pronouns in detail, and after that we shall discuss homework solution of our lecture number 1. So in our last video we read about pronouns and its types. What are pronouns? Words used in the place of a noun are called pronouns, or we can say a pronoun is a word that is used instead of a noun. For example, we can say Rohan is a good boy. Rohan goes to market daily. Rohan likes to play cricket. Now, instead of repeating Rohan and Rohan again, what can I do? I can use a pronoun that is he instead of Rohan. Rohan is a good boy. He goes to market daily. He likes to play cricket. Clear? See one more example. Rahul is a good boy. He respects everyone. Here in this sentence, he is pronoun that is taking place of noun Rahul, which we can say antecedent. Okay. So these are the types of pronouns. First, personal pronouns. Second, possessive pronouns. Third, reflexive pronouns. Fourth, emphatic pronouns. Fifth, relative pronouns. Sixth, interrogative pronouns. Seventh, demonstrative pronouns. Eighth, indefinite pronouns. And ninth, distributive pronouns. In my lecture number 1, we discussed all of them. Let's revise them once again. So, the first type was personal pronouns. What are personal pronouns? Personal pronouns are the pronouns which refers or which are used for persons. Okay, pronouns that take place of persons are called personal pronouns, in which I told you that there are some rules which you have to keep in mind. Okay, for example, we can say we are young. In this, we is personal pronoun. Okay. Second one is possessive pronouns. Pronouns that shows possession or ownership are called possessive pronouns. For example, that book is hers. In the sentence, hers is possessive pronoun. Now, the third type of pronoun is demonstrative pronouns. Pronouns that are used to point out the object or objects are called demonstrative pronouns. Means pronouns which are used to point out a particular thing or object is a demonstrative pronoun. For example, we can say this, that. Here I have mentioned another example, that is, I may have offended, but such was not my intention. So here, such is doing the work of demonstrative pronoun. Now next, fourth type is interrogative pronouns. Pronouns that are used to ask questions are called interrogative pronouns. For example, whose is this book? In this sentence, whose is interrogative pronoun. Clear? Fifth type of pronoun is reflexive pronouns. When self is added to my, your, him, her, it, and selves to our, your, them, we get what are called compound personal pronouns, or we can say reflexive pronouns. Such pronouns are used when the action done by the subject turns back or reflect on the subject. For example, the dog hurt itself. Now you can understand with another thing also. If I remove reflexive pronoun from the sentence, the meaning of the sentence will get changed. See, the dog hurt itself. If I remove itself, the sentence will be the dog hurt. Whom did the dog hurt? So the sentence meaning is changed. That's why itself is a reflexive pronoun. Now, sixth one is emphasizing pronouns. Pronouns that are used to add emphasis are called emphasizing pronouns. Now, just like reflexive pronouns, emphasizing pronouns are also formed by adding self and selves to personal pronouns, but these are used to add emphasis. See with the help of example, I will do it myself. So here myself is emphasizing pronoun which is just used for the sake of emphasizing. Okay, if I remove myself, the sentence meaning will be same. I will do it. So who will do it? I. So sentence meaning is same. That's why it is a emphasizing pronoun. Seventh one is distributive pronouns. Pronouns like each, either, neither that consider members of a group separately rather than collectively are called distributive pronouns. For example, neither of accusations is true. So I am not talking about all the accusations. I am talking about each and every accusation. So that's why neither is a distributive pronoun. Eighth one is indefinite pronouns. Pronouns that refer to people or things in a general way but do not refer to any person or thing in particular are called indefinite pronouns. For example, one hardly knows what to do. So in the sentence, one is indefinite pronoun. Clear? Now we shall read this ninth type of pronoun, that is relative pronouns, in detail. Okay. What is relative pronoun? A pronoun is called a relative pronoun when it refers or relates, that is carries us back to some noun going before. See with the help of example, I have found the pen which I lost. Here the word which is used instead of the noun pen. It therefore does the work of a pronoun, though it also works as conjunction. Such a pronoun is known as a relative pronoun. Okay. See some more examples. I saw the teacher. He taught me in high school. Now, if I use he is also a pronoun, that is a personal pronoun. But if I choose a word that is acting like a pronoun also and that will play the role of conjunction also, then if I say I saw the teacher who taught me in high school. Now, who is a word which is used in place of noun and is also used as a conjunction. So here who is relative pronoun. See another example. John wants to buy the house. It has the lake view. Now it is also a personal pronoun, but if instead of it I use which, then the sentence will be John wants to buy the house which has the lake view. Now which is used in place of noun also, a pronoun, and it is also doing the work of conjunction. So that's why which is here a relative pronoun. Okay. Now see the use of relative pronouns. First, use of who. As a general rule, who is used for people only. It may refer to a singular or a plural noun. For example, the man who is honest is trusted. They never fail who die in a great cause. So, who is used for people only. Second is use of whose. Whose, the possessive form of who, means whose is the possessive form of who, is used in speaking of persons but sometimes of things without life. For example, the sun whose rays give life to the earth is regarded by some people as a god. So we get that whose is also used for persons but sometimes for things also which do not have life. Okay. Next, we will discuss uses of which. Which is used for things without life and for animals. It may refer to a singular or a plural noun. For example, the moment which is lost forever. So here I am using which for a thing without life. Okay. Second use of which is which may also refer to a sentence. For example, He said he saw me there, which was a lie. So I am telling that the statement said by him was a lie. So here which is used or which is referring to a sentence. Okay. Now next we will discuss use of that. That is used for people and things. It may refer to a singular or a plural noun that has no genitive case and it is never used with the preposition preceding. Means that is not used in genitive case and it is never used with a preposition which is used before. For example, this is the boy that I told you of. Now here that is used for the person boy. Okay, it is referring to a singular noun here in this sentence. See second example, I know the house that he lives in. Okay, so here that is a relative pronoun. Now, the relative pronoun that is used in preference to who or which. Now, here we will discuss the use of that, which is a relative pronoun, when it is used in preference to who or which. First, that is used after adjectives in superlative degree. For example, the wisest man that ever lived made mistakes. So here I am using that in place of who and after a adjective in the superlative degree. Okay. Second, after the words all, same, nothing, the only. Okay, we will use that after these words all, same, nothing, the only. See examples. All is not gold that glitters. He is the same man that he has been. It was not for nothing that he studied philosophy. Man is the only animal that can talk. Clear? Next uses after the interrogative pronouns who, what, as. Who am I that I should object? What is it that troubles you so much? Next, after two antecedents means the noun whose place is taken by pronoun is known as antecedent. Okay, after two antecedents, one denoting a person and the other denoting an animal or a thing. For example, the boy and his dog that had trespassed on the club premises were turned out. Okay. Next, we will discuss use of what. What refers to things only. It is used without an antecedent expressed and is equivalent to that which or the thing which. For example, what cannot be cured must be endured. Here, what refers to that which, the thing that cannot be cured. So instead of saying complete sentence, I can say what cannot be cured must be endured. Second example, I say what I mean. Here, what refers to that which. Okay. Now, we shall discuss position of the relative pronoun. To prevent ambiguity, the relative pronoun should be placed as near as possible to its antecedent. For example, the boy who won the first prize in English is the son of my friend Mr. Joshi. So here it is said that the word that is relative pronoun should be used as near as possible to its antecedent. Okay, otherwise the meaning of the sentence will change. Now see, when it is not used near to the antecedent, then what will happen? It would mean something quite different if we separate the relative pronoun from its antecedent and say the boy is the son of my friend Mr. Joshi who won the first prize. Now here I am using who relative pronoun after Mr. Joshi instead of the boy. So here it is referring that Mr. Joshi has won the first prize. So the meaning of the sentence is completely changed. Okay. See some more examples for clearance of this topic. The furniture which we saw last week is made of cedar wood. Now here this is a correct sentence because here relative pronoun which is used nearest to the antecedent the furniture. Okay. Now see the incorrect one. The furniture is made of cedar wood which we saw last week. Now here which is used after would. So the meaning of the sentence is changed. Okay. See another example. The girl who went to England is Robert's friend. Now here this is a correct sentence because relative pronoun is used just after the girl. So here I am talking about the girl. And if I say the girl is Robert's friend who went to England. Now here who is used after Robert's friend. So it is showing that Robert's friend has gone to England. So it is a incorrect sentence. Clear? Now we shall discuss homework solution of lecture number 1, lesson 5, pronouns. So your first exercise is complete the sentences with the correct form of pronouns. Now we have to use the correct form of pronouns and fill in the blanks. Okay, the first one is Rama and Dash were present in bracket I or me. The answer is I. So the sentence will be Rama and I were present. Second, you are smaller than Dash in bracket he or him. The answer will be he. You are smaller than he. The third sentence is I know that it was Dash in bracket she or her. The answer will be she. I know that it was she. Fourth, he is taller than Dash in bracket I or me. The answer will be I. So the sentence is he is taller than I. Fifth, let you and Dash try what we can do. In bracket I or me. Answer will be me. Let you and me try what we can do. You know that as well as Dash in bracket I or me. Answer will be you know that as well as I. Seventh, we are not so poor as Dash in bracket they or them. Answer will be they. We are not so poor as they. Eighth, Rama is as old as Dash in bracket I or me. Answer will be I. Rama is as old as I. Ninth one is he is known to my brother and Dash in bracket I or me. Answer will be me. He is known to my brother and me. 10th, they are far better singers than Dash in bracket we or us. Answer will be we. They are far better singers than we. 11th, whom can I trust if not Dash question mark in bracket he or him. Answer will be him. Whom can I trust if not him? 12th, let Dash who can answer this question in bracket he or him. Answer will be he. Let he who can answer this question. Now, next exercise is exercise number 2. Underline the pronouns in the following sentences. Then write R for reflexive pronouns and E for emphatic pronouns. I repeat, you have to first underline the pronouns in the sentences and then you have to tell that underlined pronoun is a reflexive pronoun or it is emphatic pronoun. Okay, so the first sentence is the dog chalked itself. In this, itself is a pronoun, so underline itself, and it is a reflexive pronoun, so write down R. Second, we seldom see ourselves as others see us. In this sentence, ourselves is pronoun and it is reflexive pronoun, so underline ourselves and write down R. Third one is a house divided against itself cannot stand. In this sentence, itself is a pronoun, so underline itself, and it is a reflexive pronoun, so write down R. Fourth, Xerxes himself was the last to cross the Hellespont. In this sentence, himself is a pronoun, so underline himself, and it is emphatic pronoun, so write down E for emphatic pronoun. Fifth, I myself heard his remarks. In this sentence, myself is pronoun, so underline myself, and it is emphatic pronoun, so write down E for emphatic pronoun. Sixth, he himself said so. Himself is pronoun, so underline himself, and it is an emphatic pronoun, so write down E for emphatic pronoun. Now, exercise number third is read the following sentences and say whether the italicized pronouns are demonstrative, indefinite, or distributive. Okay, you have to tell whether the italicized pronouns are demonstrative, indefinite, or distributive pronouns. So the first sentence is none of his movies were super hits. None. It is a indefinite pronoun. So write down indefinite. Second, that is the India Gate. That is a pronoun which is demonstrative pronoun. So write down demonstrative. Third, that book is yours. In this, that is pronoun and that is demonstrative pronoun because it is pointing out a specific book. Now, next one is one must not always praise oneself. Here, one is a pronoun which is italicized and it is an indefinite pronoun. So, write down indefinite. Fifth, some are born great. Some is a pronoun which is indefinite pronoun. So, write down indefinite. Sixth, either of you can go. Either is a pronoun and either is distributive pronoun. Seventh, these cows cost 10,000 rupees each. Each is italicized pronoun and it is distributive pronoun. Eighth, the two women hate each other. Each is a pronoun and each is distributive pronoun. Ninth, the stranger is welcomed as such. As such is demonstrative pronoun. 10th, our soldiers were better drilled than those of enemies. Those is a pronoun and those is demonstrative pronoun. Now the last exercise, that is exercise number 4, is complete the exercise with who, whom, whose, which or where. Means you have to use relative pronouns and you have to complete these sentences. Okay. The first sentence is what's the name of the man dash car you borrowed? The answer will be whose. What's the name of the man whose car you borrowed? Second, a pacifist is a person who believes that all wars are wrong. Okay, so answer is who. Third, the place dash we spent the holidays was very beautiful. The place where we spent the holidays was very beautiful. So the answer is where. Fourth, I don't know the name of the woman to whom I spoke on the phone. Answer is whom. So write down whom. Fifth, Ron and Jessica, who had got married last year, recently bought a new house. So, who is a relative pronoun? So, write down who in dash. Sixth, their new house dash they bought was quite cheap. Which? Answer is which. Their new house which they bought was quite cheap. So this was your video, lecture number 2 for pronouns. Now your chapter pronouns is over. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, then please subscribe our channel.